Dolphins kicker Jason Sanders is expected to be sidelined 4 to 5 weeks with a hip injury. Per source, Miami will need a new kicker for the start of the season. Ooh, that's bad news, man, because I feel he had one shaky season where everyone was ready to dump him. I think he's been pretty damn reliable. I like him.
And every NFL game is one-score game. That's bigger news. It's just not. Yeah, I know it's not sexy, but that's not good.
That's rough.
It's a kicker, bro. Pick up any kicker. You're fine.
Yeah,
pick up any kicker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, mark that sound. Mark that sound. So losing Jason Sanders doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but the way you get
just
talking
pick up
about
any kicker.
Yeah, like
so it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter.
Dime a dozen. Like the way you guys are talking about
it. So
it
doesn't matter.
Dime a dozen.
God, you guys are like crying over Jason Sanders. Come on.
Yeah.
Jason Sanders.
Solana.
Come on.
Okay, when they're down by 2 against the Colts with 4 seconds left,
well,
and
that's a
Willie Lump walks out
issue.
there.
That's a bigger issue.
What do you mean it's a bigger? Oh, so now they have to beat Indianapolis by 12?
Not by 12, but you shouldn't be down 2.
Why?
At the end of the game against Indianapolis.
You shouldn't be in a position to win the game on the road?
Because they should be a much better team than Indianapolis. They should be. And I'm not concerned that Jason Sanders can or can't hit a game-winning field goal against Indianapolis going into week 1. I'm not concerned about
literally the worst take that I have ever heard in the history of sports radio.
That's the worst take you've ever heard. That's the worst take.
That is the worst take. We have seen so many games decided by field goals, and you're saying it doesn't matter. Anyone who's a field goal kicker can be replaced with anyone else who's a field goal kicker.
I'm telling you that I don't think Jason Sanders is not replaceable. That's what I'm telling you right now. I think Jason Sanders is replaceable with a kicker who perhaps right now is not on a team.
So you're saying one of the 33 or worse best kickers in the country is just as good as Jason Sanders, who was one of 32 of the best.
What's Dan Carpenter doing?
Solana, no, let me go the other way with this, Solana, because people think this. Minus the tug and rubs, would you really like Justin Tucker to be on this team?
How about the guy from Jacksonville?
That's hitting
60. From Jacksonville who hit a 70-yarder and then a 59-yarder on Saturday night.
Do it in the regular season.
This kid here.
All right. Well, I want to hear Solana have that attitude all season long with a kicker other than Jason Sanders.
We're talking about Jason Sanders here. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about Justin Tucker. We're not talking about Young Ho Koo. We're talking about Jason Sanders here. Jason Sanders, Hawk, you downplayed it a little bit. And I'm not saying he's been terrible. I don't think that would be fair. But Jason Sanders has not been outstanding.
Solana, you're not remembering. You're stuck on like 3 seasons ago when he had a down season. He has been money.
Solana, last year, beat the Jags by 3. Beat New England
thanks to Javon Holland. Thanks to Javon Holland.
Lost to the Cardinals by 1. Lost to Buffalo by 3.
Yeah, what does that matter? Yeah, NFL games.
There are going to be very close games that you have to hit a damn field goal in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, 100%. Go find another kicker. There's several kickers that right now we're in a kicking battle with another team, and you're going to be fine with another kicker. These are all NFL kickers.
So go get the loser of the battle from other kickers kicking battles?
I mean, think about it. Jake Bailey beat out Stonehenge. I think that's his name. I don't remember.
You didn't even get Younghoe Koo's name right, let alone Stonehenge.
I mean, thank you. Stonehouse. But Stonehouse was an adequate punter. Nobody would have been depressed going into the season had he been your punter. But Jake Bailey was a little bit better.
Punter doesn't make or break the game.
Game of inches, Hawk.
What does that mean?
What about a game of points where you need to hit field goals?
Field position is very important. Punters, very responsible for field positioning.
So no big deal. You're starting kickers out for a month.
I'm not telling you that this isn't at all news. I'm just saying that the way you guys were like, oh man, That's
Yeah,
bad.
because it's really good to have a reliable field goal kicker.
And you can go find somebody who's reliable for a month until your
Oh,
field goal
okay.
kicker is healthy.
The people
You
who
can go
lost
find
the
somebody.
field goal kicker battles on the other teams. That's who you're choosing from. I don't understand what do you mean you can just go find a reliable one?
Guys get cut all the time who are reliable field goal kickers because they don't want to pay a specific field goal kicker money that they can pay a little bit less to a rookie or somebody who's been in the league a little bit less
so
time. There's more field goal
who's
kickers available.
Who's available?
I haven't been on the field goal kicking beat. My apologies.
Oh,
but
you
I'll
just
compile
know. But you just know
names.
that Jason Sanders is easily replaceable.
For a month or two, yeah, they'll be fine. This isn't that big.
Well, if he's easily replaceable for a month or two, he's easily replaceable, period.
Well, this could be the end of the Jason Sanders era, unfortunately.
You like stats, right?
Love him.
4th in field goals made, 10th in percentage, 9th in longest. He is a great kicker.
He's a top 10 kicker in the league, but Solana, he's got it figured out, though. Go get one of the guys who lost a field goal battle in camp and is now currently without a team because they're obviously equivalent to a top 10 field goal kicker in the league.
Let me rephrase. I like stats that help push my narrative.
Liverpool up 2-0, by the way, right now, 48th minute. Liverpool up 2-0 in the 48th minute. No matter what Solana says, that is a big loss for the Dolphins. Jason Sanders will miss the first 4 to 5 weeks of the season. Training camp, and that is your training camp report on WQAM, sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. It's a very big loss for the Dolphins. I don't care what weird tangent Solana's on about, replace any top 10 player with guys who just got cut from teams. Couldn't make the roster of other teams. Be very easy to replace someone. Regardless, I'm looking through Adam Schefter's other tweets here just to see what's going on. And this can be your Odyssey Sports training camp coverage brought to you nationally by Geico. Switch and save, get more with Geico. It was Schefter who had the Jason Sanders news first. See what else he's got going here. A lot of cuts coming through. I'm just looking to see if we recognize any names.
Any kickers?
Yeah, that's going to be your department because you seem to have that on lock. You've got a take there that is uniquely yours.
It doesn't matter.
No sign of Micah Parsons during the open portion of practice, open to the media in Dallas. Bears released Trey Flowers. I'm not recognizing many names here. Now the Saints released Moochie Dixon. Great name.
Let's pick up Moochie. No what position he plays.
It doesn't matter. Throw him a kicker. Dime a dozen.
Get him, Mooch.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Solana. This would be great. Dolphins down 2, couple seconds left at Indy. You can upset them on the road, open the season. Here comes Moochie Dixon. Anyone can do it.
Nick Folk available, Matt Prater available. Those guys have been in the league forever, as reliable
Nick
as
Folk
they
has
come.
to be 50 years old. How old is Nick Folk?
I think 62. I played with Matt Prater. He gotta be.
Where are you finding those names? Did you drive a DeLorean to get to this list?
Sorry, that's a list from 2009, 2008. Sorry.
No.
Let me update this list.
I knew it. Matt Prater's 41 years old. I played with Matt Prater.
But so what? He's 41 years old. So what? You need him to kick a 38-yard field goal. Like, what are we doing here? We're depressed over Jason Sanders missing a month?
Yes, because it's not the 38-yard field goal that decides a game. It's not the 38-yard field goal with 2 seconds left in the first half that gives you a little bit of cushion in the second half. I mean, you're a complete idiot.
Nick Folk is 40, by the way.
Thank you, Jimmy. I mean, that's the most idiotic take I've ever heard.
Solana, I can argue a lot. Kicker doesn't matter.
Michael Badgley from the U. Sign him right now.
That's the Aussie?
No.
Oh. I like the Aussie.
Well, he was a punter.
Punter.
I don't know. He was big as hell and didn't wear no pads.
Yeah. He was
I liked him.
I mean, I got to throw it to him for headlines, but he's so damn stupid. I don't even know what to do.
Solana. All right. We can't find the right tackle. Now we're just going to throw anybody at kicker. It's the same thing.
Hey, that's what they're doing with the cornerback situation. They're just throwing anybody out there. Why can't Chris Grier do the same thing with the kicker?
Well, I will tell you, the cornerback doesn't come out with 3 seconds to go in a game to launch your team to a victory. It's almost as if you've never watched football before.
This is the one with the brown oval ball.
Eddie Pinero. Sign him.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. The #1 Hyundai store in the nation just went full beast mode. Doral Hyundai, where the deals are monstrous and the prices don't survive. No one sells for less. No one. Here are your headlines for the 4 o'clock hour with El Stupido.
The Miami Dolphins have cut several players, reportedly.
I mean, you could literally do that with any player, any position in any sport. Oh, just go get another one.
That's fine, man. You guys want to cry over Jason Sanders? That's fine.
That's a huge loss. That is
I'll save my tears.
Loss.
I'll save my tears. That's not a huge loss. Losing Tua Tagovailoa, huge loss. Losing Patrick Paul this year, huge loss. Losing any of the Dolphins' very well-paid starters,
Patrick
huge loss.
Paul is a huge loss, but losing your reliable field goal kicker isn't?
Huck,
are you insane? Are you having a stroke?
You're going to compare. Hold on a second. You're going to compare losing your starting left tackle,
my second-year left tackle who has yet to prove himself really good at the game of football?
Who you've literally put all the stock into saving your starting quarterback.
He has yet to prove he's very good at football, is a bigger loss than a field goal kicker who's a top 10 kicker in the league.
I feel like I'm arguing in a loony bin. You're saying losing Jason Sanders. Let me get this straight. You're saying losing Jason Sanders for a month, by the way, he'll be fine, is a bigger loss than potentially
about him being fine. Everyone knows he's going to be fine. He has a little hip injury. Nobody's worried about Jason Sanders' life.
Which is exactly why I'm not concerned about this. You signed somebody else. I just read you 7 guys that they can sign who will be adequate enough to get you through the first month of the season.
Oh,
and then Jason Sanders.
I didn't know that there were adequate kickers available. As long as they're adequate, I didn't know. I thought we were looking for a very good kicker. If we're looking for adequate kickers, there's a million.
So you're saying losing Jason Sanders. Hold on. Losing Jason Sanders is a bigger loss than losing Patrick Paul.
Exactly
Your
the
starting
same.
left tackle.
Exactly the same.
Okay. I mean,
Solana,
I don't think you guys have ever watched football.
Listen,
it doesn't make any sense. You're saying one starter is not equivalent to losing another starter. You're picking out a random starter and just saying because he's a starter, he means more to the team than another starter.
Anybody on the starting offensive line for this Miami Dolphins team, especially your 2 tackles, Patrick Paul, Austin Jackson, when you have no depth behind them and no ability to go acquire or sign people who are as good or better, that is a bigger deal than losing the starting kicker for a month. Yes, you
Solana,
can find
Colts,
other kickers.
Colts,
You are wrong.
Pats.
This
Colts,
happens all
Pats,
the time.
Colts, Pats,
Right.
Bills, Jets.
And there's a drop off in talent all the time.
Colts,
I don't
Pats,
think so.
Bills, Jets. The kicker, the whoever you throw out there, let's just throw out the bagger from Walmart because that's what probably he can do it. He's going to kick a game-winning field goal in one of those 4 games where Jason Sanders is out, and it doesn't matter who
So
it
you're
is.
you're saying there isn't a kicker available who is a free agent right now.
Not as good as Jason Sanders.
Not
There
as good as
isn't
Jason Sanders.
a
Not as
kicker
good as Jason
available.
Sanders.
And you guys are overrating Jason. And I like Jason Sanders.
Oh,
but you guys
overrated. I
are
just told you,
overrating
He's top
Jason
10.
Sanders.
Look at he's
We-
top 10 kicker in the world.
We did how many segments over the past 18, 19, 20 months where we were literally ripping Jason Sanders
No,
up and
sir.
down nonstop?
None.
You are
You are-
completely wrong.
you
You're
are-
completely
Solana,
wrong.
you're making
Totally
this up.
remember
He
you
had
were-
an unbelievable season last season.
He had a good season last
I
year.
He
He
had
did.
an
with my
unbelievable
gun.
season last season.
Unbelievable season. He had a
Yes.
good season. He had a good season. Very,
So you
very
were ripping
solid
him
season.
during his good season?
I wasn't very comfortable with Jason Sanders going up
Really?
to kick big time field goals last year. Of course not.
He was.
Of course not.
What do you mean? Of course not. He was money.
Lord.
Like, what do you
He's
mean?
making,
Of course
he's
not.
making this up.
Yeah, I don't think you watched the games last year.
I'm not as confident in Jason Sanders as a kicker as you guys are, clearly. And to just totally say, oh, well, a couple of years ago he had a bad year. He had a really bad year 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago. He had a good season last year. He's not this surefire lockdown kicker, and he's definitely not a top 10 kicker in the world. I don't know what
Yes,
we're doing
the
here with Jason
stats-
Sanders.
Solana, kicking wise, the stats are the stats.
Okay.
He's top 10 in every category. How can he not be a top 10 kicker? Because you don't like him? Did he steal your girlfriend in high school? What are you
Yeah,
talking
something's
about?
up because Gino Toretta just texted me. He goes, Solana needs to take the L on this one, and the
This is
face plant
crazy.
emoji. I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not telling you that Jason Sanders is a bad kicker. I'm just saying I don't think losing Jason Sanders for a month is this big of a deal. The Dolphins will sign another kicker. That kicker will be fine. And Jason Sanders will be back in a month. This happens in the NFL all the time. Kickers
That's not
get
the
hurt.
argument. Of course, everyone
Kickers
gets
get
hurt.
hurt.
It happens to the quarterback. There's injuries all the time in the NFL. What are you saying? Like, what? That's your great point that this happens all the time?
Solana,
No, my great
To
point is that
30
the Dolphins will
Solana.
be able to find another kicker,
Just-
and he'll be good.
just listen
So
to this,
then you
Solana.
don't need to bring Jason Sanders back.
20
Whoever they
anything-
sign
any-
is as good as Jason Sanders. Before they even
anything-
sign him, we know this, right? Whoever they sign is going to be as good as him.
Anything under 39 yards, he's 20 for 20.
Last
From
year.
from
Last year.
40 to 49, he's 5 of 7. 50 plus. 50 plus, he's 12 of 14.
Last year, right?
Yes, 90%. What
Okay,
are
go
you-
look at 2 seasons
You're-
ago.
this
Go
is
look
the
at 2
thing.
seasons ago.
This is the thing.
I
This
could
is
do
what
the
he does
same
with
thing.
Tua.
You're
Hey,
nitpicking
guess what?
stats.
Tua-
You're just
Tua-
you're
Tua-
nitpicking
I'm not
one great
nitpicking stats.
season.
If
I mean, stats are everything when it comes to a field goal kicker.
kicker,
But you're looking at one
Solana,
season.
you're
I could do the
crazy.
exact same thing 2 years ago and prove to you that he's not as reliable as a kicker as you're making him out to be.
But in
And
other
again,
words,
I don't think
let's
he's
take-
a bad kicker.
But let's take his stats and then let's look at the stats of kickers who are available, who were released. And what if they don't match up? Doesn't matter?
But who says they won't match up? There's veterans
Because they
who
got
might be
released
available.
by their teams. Why would you release a field goal kicker who was 12 of 14 from 50 plus yards?
so
You
20,
think
so
they're
tw-
available?
2023 you're speaking of, right?
Mhm.
Because you scream, look at the stats at me.
Yeah.
Okay. 86%. 13 of 13, under 39 yards. 6 of 8 from 40 to 49. 5 of 7, long of 57. What are you talking about?
You're insane if
You're
you think those
crazy.
kickers are everywhere, especially available now before the season
A
starts.
kicker's
You're
not
insane.
hitting 5 of 7 from 50 plus, and we'll just go grab somebody off the street. It's okay.
Fine, man. I'm not worried about Jason Sanders missing a month.
You're
I'm
crazy.
genuinely not.
Then you don't understand football. You
That's
literally
fine.
don't understand football
If
if you
you-
don't think the guy who kicks the field goals at the end of the game is important.
Solana, last year he accounted for 137 points. That's not a big deal, losing 137 points in a football season.
You think there's only 32 good kickers in the NFL. That's what you guys are saying.
I think the 32 are the best.
32 of the best.
And guys don't get cut for reasons that don't have to do with the fact that there's a drop off in play.
They
Guys
get cut
aren't
because
in
they're not
battles,
as good. They're not as good as the other guy on the team.
but they're still good kickers. They can still be
Lord
good
have
kickers
mercy.
in the
So,
NFL.
Honestly, I don't know
honorable
what you're
mention.
saying at this point.
This is your crew of honorable mention all day. You want honorable mention all day?
I don't
guys.
understand what you're saying.
I don't
Why
understand
would
how
you
you
keep
get
stats? Why would you keep stats on kickers if they're all the same?
I don't understand why you guys are acting like losing Jason Sanders is this massive deal. It's not. He's a good kicker. There are other good kickers available.
Jason
The
Sanders,
Dolphins
someone
will find
texts in,
another
is
good kicker.
perfect in the fourth quarter and overtime for game-winning and game-tying kicks in his career. He's like 13 of 13.
We got to check that.
Would that be important if it's true?
I still think you can find another good kicker.
Okay, so
And the idea that
Then why
100
would you ever
kicker?
pay a kicker more than minimum? Why would you,
100?
if you can find a kicker at any time, why would you ever pay a kicker more than minimum?
is Justin Tuck important?
You
Is Justin
can't
Tuck important to
compare.
the Ravens?
And what
No,
happened
not at
last
all.
year
You can-
with Justin
anyone
Tucker?
can kick.
What happened last year? Justin Tucker's cut right now. He's not in the NFL.
No, he's cut because he went to the he did the Robert.
But you're
It's
telling
nothing
me
about his performance.
I agree, but you're telling me that the guys who aren't on rosters right now aren't good kickers. But that's
They're
one
not
example.
Justin Tucker. They're not Jason Sanders.
I mean, honestly,
They're
are you
not.
saying you're saying guys who didn't make a football team are as good as guys who did make a football team?
When it comes to kickers, I'm saying the gap between the best kicker and maybe guys who were in a battle and didn't get signed and who are going to be available over the next coming days.
I'm talking about kickers specifically.
kickers,
Ones
yes.
who made the team are
Yes.
just as good as ones who got cut from teams.
I think we will be fine with a kicker,
Not what
whoever
I'm
the
asking.
Dolphins end up
You think
getting.
Kickers who got cut from teams
Yes.
are as good as the kickers who made NFL teams.
I don't think the gap is as wide as you guys think it is. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. And I'm surprised Crowder, of all people,
You're
who
crazy.
who has openly
You
said he
are
didn't respect
crazy.
kickers in the locker room and he didn't respect punters.
I don't want
in
to
the locker
listen to
room.
them, but I know they're important. You're saying they're not important?
Go out
We
there,
sat through,
kick a
we
crazy.
field
sat
goal.
through a hurricane season with a bad kicker one season. It was so painful. They lost so many games because they didn't have an adequate field goal kicker. And he's about to tell you, it doesn't matter who's out there. They're a dime a dozen.
Solana, what did you put in your whey protein this morning? Don't use that anymore. Don't do that anymore.
Whatever
This
you
is
ate
nuts.
today, you got to
This is
lay off
crazy.
whatever you ate today because you're making no sense.
Can't believe you are making the argument. And Crowder, this is your ally, that losing your starting left tackle is the same as losing the kicker. That it's the same. That it's equally as bad. That is genuinely to accuse me of not watching football or not understanding
So
football.
you can't find
and that's your take?
you can't go out and find a decent left tackle?
No.
Oh.
There are way less great left tackles available after teams cut players.
I got you.
than
So the left
kickers.
tackles who are available right now are not
You're
as good as the
comparing-
ones
They're
on the
not as
team.
good as the starters.
You are comparing a starting left tackle being cut from a team to a kicker? That is insane to me.
So
insane.
the left. So it's easy. It's you can find a left. You can find a kicker that's a
Yes.
backup easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
But a left tackle that's
Left
difficult.
tackle so specialized that it's very almost
And we just-
impossible to find a backup.
And we've had
Absolutely.
a tackle that missed a bunch of games
You
over
guys-
years.
you
But we
guys
keep
think-
Jason Sanders around for 7 years, re-up his contract because he's one of the best kickers in the world. But you can replace him. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. What happened last year when your starting left tackle wasn't in the game? What happened last year when your starting right tackle wasn't in the game? What happened last year when your starting right guard was replaced by who? The
Right.
best backup
You know-
player
hey,
that
you know
you're
why
gonna
we
get.
didn't know
Figuring
what
it out
happened?
you're figuring it out on your own.
No, I
When
think you think you're
lose
doing
your
something.
starters, you're figuring it out.
I
When
don't
you
think I
lose your
am.
starters.
You guys
It's
think you're
hard
doing
to
something.
replace starters, and when you lose a starter, it's generally a fairly significant loss. I think you may have
Except-
figured it out on your own.
Except when it comes to kickers and
I
when it
got
comes
you.
to punters and
Except
when it comes to long snappers.
kickers.
Yes.
Kickers,
Yes.
field goal
Special
kickers,
teams.
the
Special
ones
teams
whose
players.
line,
Yes.
the line at the end of the game starts behind the kicker, not the punter and the long snapper.
No, special
the
teams.
field goal kicker,
Special teams.
dime a dozen.
The Dolphins went through 9 special teams. The Dolphins went through 9 long snappers last year.
I'm not talking long snappers.
No, but I am.
You would never.
No, I'm not having a conversation about long snappers. I never was.
2018, he's been here since 2018.
Why are you having a conversation about long snappers? Who brought up long snappers?
I am, because to compare the special teams units.
No, they're not units. We're talking about the guy that kicks the field goals.
The kicker.
And what's he a part of? Special teams, is he not?
No, he is the kicker.
Hold on, kicking is not a part of special teams?
What are you talking about?
That's the dumbest thing. I could do that then with your offensive tackle. I could do that with your left tackle conversation then. So when you lose someone on the offense, it's impossible to replace someone on the offense.
You can't compare the drop-off between Patrick Paul and Jackson Carman or Larry Borum to Jason Sanders and Matt Gay, or Jason Sanders and whoever the Miami Dolphins are going to end up signing for a month.
I bet I can. I bet I can, because numbers
can. You absolutely can, because the difference between having a good kicker and a bad kicker is oftentimes multiple wins or losses in a season. Multiple.
Single score games. Did I like the kickers? No, because they don't do nothing in practice while I'm busting my head into grown men. Do I know I need a good kicker? Yes, because when we had them, we won more games, Solana. They play golf all the time. I hated it because
this is the guy who comes on the radio before Dolphins games. I mean, this is
hit Tobin with this.
Bizarre.
Hit Tobin with this. This is a
yeah. Save this. Definitely bring this up for the first game.
Bring in Matt Prater.
Yeah, bring in Nick Folk.
When the Dolphins interim field goal kicker, makes a game-winning field goal in the first month of the season, I don't want to hear a single thing from you guys celebrating that victory, because you have no faith. Neither of you have any faith
How can I have faith in someone who I don't know who's going to be there?
You have no faith in anybody.
Well, who is it? Who is it?
Matt Prater.
I mean, you want me to have faith in the kicker that they haven't signed yet? I mean, honestly, is that your argument?
Your argument is that losing your kicker is as equally important as losing your left tackle, and genuinely, that is such a bad take. Such a bad take.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm concerned about what you consider to be a bad take.
Eddie Pinero.
You think it's easy to kick a 48-yarder, 55-yarder? You think
the whole thing is the entire game changes when you can't kick a field goal because you don't trust who your kicker is. And so now you end up going for it in situations that you wouldn't be going for it. Like, the entire game changes when you don't have a reliable kicker who can boot 50-plus yard field goals, but not for Solana, because you can go get anyone. You can literally get Snoopy and Charlie Brown, and they'll go out there and they'll kick field goals.
Maybe we should do that. Just pull the ball out from under him, let him do a backflip, and then, run a fake.
Greg Zuerlein.
Jason Sanders is number 5 in total points for kickers. You don't think that's important?
137 points divided by 17 is 8 points a game. He accounts for 8 points a game. You don't
think that's important?
That's just a reflection of the Dolphins' offense not being great enough. That's it. That's all that is. Dolphins should get in the end zone a little bit more. Using total points for the kicker doesn't reflect how important the kicker is.
His percentage thing?
What? That doesn't reflect how important the kicker is? Are you kidding?
What kicker stat impresses you? Because he's topping all of them. What is it? Give me one.
Nick Folk.
All right, finish up your headline, because I got to get to Joe Zagacki. He's not making any sense. I'm going to bang my head against the wall here.
Man, they throw that whey protein away. Throw that bag away.
Nick Folk last year, by the way, and the season prior, made 96.7% and 95.5% of his field goals for the Tennessee Titans. Matt Prater, by the way, he missed the 2024 season. The season prior, 16 of 16 on field goals and extra points before he got injured. Guys are available. They're going to find somebody else who is good enough to be a starting kicker in the NFL.
Okay. So you have all the faith in the world in Chris Greer.
Signing a kicker? Come on.
Okay. So you have all the faith in the world in Chris Greer, that they'll be able to get a kicker as good or better than Jason Sanders.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give that to you. Fine.
Good.
Okay. Mark it down.
Well, there's nothing to mark down. We're telling you the stats, and you're saying, well, the stats don't matter in this particular situation.
I'm not telling you that the stats don't matter. I'm also
You
not telling you.
just said the stats don't matter.
I'm not telling you that Jason Sanders is a horrible kicker either. Like, I'm not dismissing the stats and saying Jason Sanders is horrible. I'm telling you that I'm not necessarily super confident when Jason Sanders steps up to kick a big field goal.
Even though he's top 5 in points.
I don't think that the drop-off between Jason Sanders
the top 5 in points kicker,
the 33rd to 38th kicker in the NFL is
so the guy who's 0 on the list in points is equivalent to the guy who's top 5 in points.
Joe Zagaki's calling me. He's
he should. If I were him, I would quit the show because I wouldn't be able to go on with you.
He's gonna cuss at you, Solana. Get ready. He's about to start cussing.
Ask Joe Zagaki, what's a worse loss? Losing your starting kicker or losing your starting left tackle?
No, ask Joe Zagaki what Hurricane season was like a couple seasons ago when they had a bad field goal kicker. Let's ask him. We'll ask him that the first question.
There's a lot to get to with that Notre Dame game, huh? Come on.
Ryan out loud.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, if this was a game, we'd have to drug test them.
Oh, yeah. Need a cup. Jimmy, get a cup. Go over to Solana's house.
Your weather?
Solana, I love you to death, the texter says, but you're an idiot.
This was a surprising one.
This was wild, man. Somebody says, ask him about Scott Norwood. He's too young to know. But the Bills would have won 4 Super Bowls with a good kicker. Somebody says, R.I.P. Porpoise Pod.
You want to blame it on Scott Norwood? That's fine. Hey, maybe they should have moved those chains a little bit better.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, by that argument, which is the dumbest argument, you should never kick a field goal. You should only score touchdowns. If your field goal has any points, you didn't do enough on offense. It's literally the dumbest argument in the history of sports radio.
You can't say that's the dumbest argument when you're comparing losing your starting kicker to losing your starting left tackle. Genuinely cannot believe that is the take you're going with here.
Yep.
I cannot believe it. You were comparing the Dolphins season.
Because I know what Jason Sanders did for the Dolphins last season. I know what Patrick Paul did for the Dolphins last season.
So you're saying Patrick Paul goes down for the Dolphins is the same impact as the Miami Dolphins losing Jason Sanders. Same impact.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. He's not an all-pro left tackle.
Then you can't tell me that I have the dumbest take.
Solana, quickly.
I know
we got to get to Joe. Just ask me.
It's almost impossible to verbalize.
Who's better at that job?
Jason Sanders or Patrick Paul?
Yes.
Jason Sanders.
Bingo. I mean, he does his job better than Patrick Paul does. He's not proven. If this was Jonathan Ogden, I might slide your way a little bit.
That's the difference. That's the part that's crazy. I get the importance of the left tackle. This is a second-year guy who has yet to prove himself. That's the part that I'm hung up on.
This isn't Joe Thomas. This isn't what Larry Little.
Patrick Paul.
I know his name. Hold on, you gonna make me.
Can you sit out the Zagaki segment?
I gotta eat some candy, man. I need some sugar.
I gotta go somewhere.
Who's the Miami Hurricanes? Who's the Miami Hurricanes kicker this year?
I don't know.
Borregales?
But you messed up my A1C.
Who is it?
Isn't it Borregales?
I don't know. I'm asking. Shouldn't you know if the kicker is as important as you are saying it is, and you're a massive Miami Hurricanes fan, and making field goals is as important as you're saying it is? Shouldn't you know right away, immediately?
Yes, I should. Who's FIU's left tackle? Who's FIU's left tackle?
You lined up for that one.
I got him. I think I got him though. I think I got him a little bit. I think I got him.
Look at him.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm exposed. Who's FIU's left tackle?
Who's the Miami Hurricanes left tackle?
Who's their kicker?
Who's the Miami Hurricanes left tackle?
I don't think he's as important as the kicker.
So who's the Hurricanes kicker?
I think it's Borregales, but I'm not sure.
What is it?
You know why?
Who's on first?
Because the only time you'll know when that kicker is When
he's kicking a field goal of consequence, you moron.
When he misses a field goal of consequence.
No, when
that
he
is
kicks a field goal
that
of
is it.
consequence. Like,
Jason
it's
Sanders.
almost like you don't know who Sebastian Janikowski is. And who, like, it's crazy to me. Do you remember who they had before Andres Borregales? Do you remember who the Hurricanes had before Andres Borregales?
Yeah, the guy with the funny laugh, Turner.
Yes. Do you remember how bad he was?
Hit a big field goal, though, didn't he? To beat Virginia.
Oh, Solana.
Can you name anyone on FIU's football team?
No.
Yeah, Keon Jenkins.
And
Keon's cousin.
yeah, and
Keon Jenkins.
and
But and what? And?
I'm asking another name.
Is that a player's name? And?
You tell me. I'm asking you. Can you name another FIU player? And now you're searching it up. I see you. I see you on the computer looking it up. I see you. I mean,
no, I don't know.
All of a sudden, he
know.
goes right into computer mode. I see the hands moving. Oh no,
I'm looking up the Hurricanes depth chart.
All right, do the headline. Did you finish the headlines?
Those are your sports headlines. Your weather. It's thundering hard here, man.
Wow.
It's beautiful in Davie.
92 degrees.
I mean,
I think I won that argument.
Apologize. You won that argument. I mean,
think I did.
You
Yeah.
could not sound dumber if you tried. If I wrote a script for you to sound dumb and this was the segment we did, someone would say that script was a little overdone. It's just not believable. No one would ever have that particular opinion.